Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, our draw features two from the AFC, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. Okay, well, that... over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And we put everything he's got behind it. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
First and 10 from the 32. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Rodgers from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The gain of victory brings up 3rd and 7.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Right. Jump out. Run right. Team up. Yeah, this. Go to 50.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
No. 258. Team Mike.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to the 6. They strike for 23 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 11 MT. Ready? Like 12. 11 M. 11.
Right to the air. Burrow finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Here we go. Ready? 12. 11 Thomas.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Working quickly here.
First down.
11. Stop.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Cuts right. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. Jump out.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Blue 58.
Now here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down.
26. 318. Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
319. This.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
319. Hey, flag.
Warren here from the gun. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. He comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Sending him on the dive. May stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, Kate, remember playing tug-of-war way back when? Like elementary school, where you're just trying to move that rope an inch? Well, the offense and the fullback couldn't do it. Defense stood up and stopped it before it could get started.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Wide back, blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Blue 58. Over.
Warren quick on the draw. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Blue 58. Plant.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third and a lone yard coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Oko over here. 18. Wide left.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Warren. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. Let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. He's going to push one deep down. That's complete inside the 35. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Set it! 258! Coming 50! Hey, you block over 250.
To throw, Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set it! 258!
Rodgers set to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set it! We need kick. Driver! Box it! Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26!
Rodgers to throw. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At their own 18-yard line.
1-1, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. Headed out right. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
You've set it downs for him from the 31.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 12. Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Burrow on 1st down. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 1, ready?
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Blown back, it's the handoff. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
Is this stop?
Back to the well again. Still going inside the 35. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
On the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
On 1, ready?
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Here we go. Stop.
Going play action here. Burrow. Catch is made in close. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
358.
To throw is Rodgers. Drops this underneath to Warren. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
18. Hey, take 26. Line up. Teammate. Hey, 88. Look again.
2nd down, looking for options. Bengals get to him and take him down. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
319.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Blue 58. Wide left. Inside. 630. Hey, take 26.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Back north. Over.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
On point, ready?
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
12.
First down, Burrow to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Setting up the screen. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
11. Here we go.
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play, and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs from 37.
12. Here we go.
Burrow now on first down. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball stays at that 37 here, second and 10.
Here we go. Can. 11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 11 on the play.
11.
First down, Cincinnati.
Stop.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
44-yard line.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Gun. Stop. 180. 12. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
9 yards. First down, Bengals.
On one, ready?
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
180. Stop.
On the keeper, it's Burrow. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and 1. Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense is set. First and 10.
11. Here we go. They can. Stop.
Working inside the red zone. All in left side. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Five still to go here. This is second down.
Here we go. Stop.
the shotgun. On the move, headed right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Jackson now to return it. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
319.
To throw, Rodgers. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Rodgers from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
White left. 258. Get 300. Get 300.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Steelers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 21. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers calling their first timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
On one, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
11. Let's get set.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right up.
Throw here, 3rd down. Caught, nice gain left side. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 13-point lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Steelers 21.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Rodgers set to pass. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
319. Hey, take 26.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Taking a shot deep here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
At their own 19-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter.
11. Gun, go.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Steelers get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. Finds his fullback. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during the game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
On 2nd down, Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
Back, no. 319.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Flush down out to his left. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Get 300. 258. 150.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
18.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 8-yard line.
Second down now. They need 7.
319. Teammate. Hey, 88.
Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. Oh, brother. It's another interception. It's a foot race. The 40. Into the red zone. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21.
42. Steelers 21.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
319.
Here's Rodgers coming back after the pick. Puts everything he has under this one. They get it right back. That's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. So we'll get it inside the 45-yard line before the return goes out.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Blue 58. Inside. Blue 58.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Finds a man, right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game.
Steelers 28. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
12. Stop.
Going play action here. Burrow. He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 gun.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1, right?
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
11. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 1, ready?
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Can. 11 Thomas. 11.
Man in motion, headed right.
Stop.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch-free contact, and he couldn't do it.
On third down, here's Burrow. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Steelers have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Blue 58. Wide left.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out of the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going to throw here. Third down. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers losing by 14. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left and that clock winding down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Now here's Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that makes it third down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Looking to throw it. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
318. Inside.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
42. Steelers 35.
So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Here we go, here we go.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down.
Stop, stop.
Design quarterback run here. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.